Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. I know I have mentioned this on my podcast in the past, but I'm about to mention it again because I just think it's important. Respect people's time. Respect people's time. I have had a few conversations amongst my professional colleagues, and I will tell you, the way that people disregard people's time is shocking to me. Like, absolutely shocking. And if I say I have a meeting with you at 3, I expect to have that meeting with you at 3. I have taken that time and, cleared it on my calendar just for you. And I understand that last minute things come up and things have to change. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literally folks who just don't care about people's time. Or they say, we'll talk around 3-ish. No, we'll talk at 3. Because by 3:03 or so, I'll be hanging up on that conference call. And it's interesting because I said this to someone earlier this week that, I had another business, we'll say a business partnership, where the individual was like, I was on the conference line and I was waiting for you for like 15 minutes. I said, you were on the conference line waiting for me for 15 minutes? I said, you jumped on at 3:15 and the meeting was for 3 o'clock. You jumped on at 3:15. Oh, I was on there waiting. No, you were not. Because guess what? The meetings are recorded. And as soon as the first person calls in, it shows their name and their phone number. Just like caller ID. Even if it doesn't have their name, it has the phone numbers that all called in to that conference, whether they joined the conference or not, right? Maybe they called in for a second and hung up. It does not matter. So the individual was busted, if this is the nicest way I could say it, and they were very quiet. And I was like, listen, if something's going on, something's going on. But I don't sit on conference calls waiting for people to get on. That just doesn't happen, because that is a slot or a space of time that could have been given to another client, another potential client coming in to spend money, but I turned them down for that particular day and stretched out to another day. And when somebody requests a day to speak with you, well, for me, I'm going to speak for myself. I really like to meet with them at that time, because chances are, if you turn them down, sometimes they'll just kind of scrap the whole thing, and you want to strike while the iron is hot, because they're ready to talk. And they're probably going to ask you pricing. So it's going to be a conversation. So be respectful of people's time. Don't ever let your ego get you to the point, and I spoke about ego a few episodes back. Don't let your ego get you to the point that you have arrived. Because I also said this to an individual this week. I said, I don't care how good you are at what you do. You need to respect people's time, their expertise, and what they are bringing to the table. Because you could be the cock of the walk or whatever, the emperor in his pajamas, silk pajamas, whatever, however you say it. I don't care how good you are at what you do. I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to get back to me, and I got deadlines. That's just, I dealt with that this week with a client. And we're just flummoxed. Haven't used that word in a long time. Of how people just drag their feet for deadline that we had. So you know what? We got it done. We weren't worried about people who said they were going to do what they're going to do. We got it done. Right? So there's no hangings-ons on our end. We got done what we needed to get done. Thank God. So yeah, in business and in life in general, just be respectful. I notice that a lot of people don't feel like they have to be respectful anymore. They can just say whatever they want to say or whatever. Listen, I don't go by that school. I'm old school. You respect people. All of this glass throwing and drinks in people's faces and, all this reality TV stuff. No, baby. Not over here with the kid. That's not how we roll. And yes, I do agree. I always say it. Yes, sometimes people do deserve to get dragged. I get it. But, come on. We're grown. We can handle it differently. But respect is needed and appreciated. Okay? All right. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Pass it around to somebody that you know would enjoy it, and connect with me on Instagram, my most active social media, at onyxqueenmedia.com. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.